Alright, I checked it this morning, everything seemed firm. So what I've already put it in place. I had to do some tapping on it because the JB Weld had expanded a little bit. So what I did was I made sure that when I tapped it in, first thing I did was I tapped this large gear onto the shaft with just a butter knife end. Just what I had handy. So I just tapped it like that. And then when you install this thing, the small sprocket, you put it against the bearing race on the inside, and then you just slide the sprocket in. You can't put it together as a whole unit because back in here there's a cover with a bearing on it. And so what you need to look for there we go. Right in here where my finger's pointing. So it won't go in as a whole unit all the way in. You have to put the gear up against the bearing, then you slide the shaft in, okay guys? So, and then I tap that in to where everything sits nice and flush because the JB Weld, like I said, expanded. So I just like that, and then I tap this. And you can look in there as you do it to make sure that everything's going together. Now the last thing you put on is your cover. You might want to add a little grease in here just to grease your gears real well. Put some grease in there. Put your cover back on. And those crappy Chinese screws we all know and love. I would recommend changing the screws out with some Allen head bolts. Allen head bolts would fit and you won't have strip screws like this. Hang on. Look, see how the Phillips head is stripped out? I got a lot of those. But the cross tip, I mean the slotted section is still fine. So I'm still going to use these until I get my hands on some real Allen bolts. Other than that, it's just a matter of maintaining the grease. With these 4 strokes, oil is important. With any engine, oil is important. But with the 4 strokes, you want to make sure your oil level is okay. You check back here. I need to tension my chain, and I'll take it for a spin. That's all for now. I hope this was able to help somebody out somehow. I don't know how many of y'all are running these in-frame 4 strokes. They cost more than the 2s, so I think a lot of guys are just sticking with 2 strokes because they're simpler and they're less involved. So I hope this JB Weld holds up. I'll probably do an update in about a week or 2 just to see, just to let y'all know how it went and everything like that. So to sum it up, if you have this 4-stroke engine, you got it started, and then you're revving it and the engine is not engaging, that means this gear is not turning. Back here, the small gear is not turning, which means you probably have a broken key. So just keep an eye out for a symptom like that. I thought it'd be more complex. It's just really, 3 gears interacting with each other. Well, actually 4 gears. So, and that's all we got for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Keep looking for more. I'll try to do some more bike interviews too. I've noticed that my Bill's bike video has gotten about 20-something hits in about a week. So I might start trying to interview other people about their bicycles. I'll talk to you later. Out. So I went out today after I let the JB Weld settle, and I put everything back together, took the bike outside, thought I had everything tight again, and I rode the bike for a while and it stayed together pretty good. I had to adjust my throttle a little bit because I felt that it was kind of pulling the bike, but I think it just does that. Rode around the apartment complex a few times, nothing popped, nothing broke. Well, there was a popping noise, but it wasn't nothing. I came back and it was fine. And so the chain was getting a little bit more loose, so I decided to adjust the chain, and I got it all taken care of, take it back outside, fires right up. It's been real easy to start, so that's a good thing. When it is running, it's got a high-pitched sound to it. Figuring my wife said it sounded like George Jetson's car. I don't know if I like that sound. What I like about the two-strokes is that it has a more, you know, mature, I guess, robust sound to it. And this one sounds like, I don't know what, George Jetson's car. So, but in any case, the key that I repaired broke again, because when I went out to give it throttle, it just revved up real high. And as long as it's not engaged, it sounds great, but once I engage it, man, there's a high-pitched whine in it, so it sounds kind of nasty. And so for nostalgia's sake, I took my brother's bicycle out. I'm keeping it for him. And man, that thing sounded good. It ran like a champ. It took a minute to start, but we hadn't started in like 3 months. So after a few laps, it started up just fine. It's a two-stroke. I'm running 40 to 1. And according to his speedometer that he has on it, I had it up to, I think I pegged it at 40, which is pretty damn quick for that bike. So I don't know. I'll keep messing with this four-stroke for a little bit more, but at the same time, I'm going to order the parts I need to fix my engine. New clutch arm, cable, and I need the clutch arm, the cable, and the clutch lever. And she'll be running it again as a two-stroke if I choose to do that. So it's always good to kind of be of a pack rat. Just keep your stuff organized. And I'll holler at y'all later. This is the end of my tutorial for the JB Weld.